Okay, so camera shut off again, but what I was about to say was doctors are struggling right now with some new studies they have found that placebos really work, as in people's belief really works, and therefore doctors are struggling with how to prescribe placebos when it may be best, with the idea that a placebo is just a sugar pill. It's nothing, it doesn't do anything, it's just the people's mind that they've got something working for them. People's belief in their health has a big effect on their health.
Well, the mind is the most powerful thing in the body. I mean, once someone makes their decision in their mind and it's set in their mind, then the rest of the body will follow.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then again, there are also, if you want to go to like studies, where they've studied it recently in San Francisco with all the medical beneficial uses of cannabis, and they've also done it's like a big statewide test that's been going on. It's the first actual study since I believe LaGuardia tried to do it way back in like the 30s and 40s when they first tried to pass this thing. So. But getting back to that, I mean, it's just amazing what one can really accomplish when their mind is fixed in the right direction. And see, I believe cannabis allows people to open up their minds and become open to other things, and therefore they can focus their energies a lot better into what really needs to get done. And I mean, I did that for the whole 4 years I was fighting the government when I fought them from a VA, and it was just me, and I had it in my mind that I wasn't going to become a statistic, like another veteran,
and that's
like
just
other
it,
veterans that fall by the way, and that's the same mentality that this group and the NORML group and Shasta County Collective Members Association, we have it set in our mind that we're not going to give up, and we're not going to stop until all these ordinances are stopped. And the reason for this paperwork being drawn through, and we recognize that Chief Hansen has said that he wants to talk to the council to go over some of these things. This paper is like Jesse Ventura says, in order to ensure honest and fair government, we got to hold them their feet to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just to ensure that this really happens. And Chief Hansen, I'm talking to you right now. I hope you're a man of your word, and I would like you to recommend to the town council that we go back over these ordinances and basically that we throw them all out. Because let's just be honest, everything in there is a limit. You're setting limits on patients, you're setting limits on sick people, and it's just more discrimination and bad policy by this town, and it needs to end.
Do you think there's any attempt to replace with new fines the money that they were pulling in from the violations of the Fifth Amendment and confiscating property without just compensation?
Well, I believe that without crime, there's no need for police. So in order for there to be police, there needs to be more crime. Now what better way to generate more crime than to take what the state has already said are patients, protected by laws, and turn them into criminals, or nuisances, as it's put. Do you know that when you're labeled as a nuisance by an ordinance, you can lose your Fourth Amendment rights, you lose your right to a fair and honest trial, and they can come into your house if they label you as a nuisance, or it being a nuisance complaint, you know what I mean? So of course, I mean, this is just another way that they're trying to get more money for themselves, because it's like I said, if there's no crime, there's no need for police. And there's probably been a big crime drop here in this area since there's been, marijuana collectives, and the only thing there's probably been is like some serious crime, And I mean, that's what the cops really need to be focusing on. It's the meth addicts, the meth dealers, the meth labs that are around here.
Well, it looks like they're starting to, because they've been getting quite a few busts in that area lately.
And I'd like to compliment them on that. That stuff needs to be, that's no good for anybody. It's poison. Exactly. So, but yeah, I mean, it's obvious that they're just trying to get more money. And what better way than to make patients into criminals.
Mm-hmm. And make collectives into criminals and make everybody they can into criminals.
Right. I mean, look at, they want growers to have to pay a permit now to be able to grow something that the state said they can do anyway.
Yeah, well.
That's just more money.
Are you gonna have to have a permit now to grow jasmine? That smells pretty
Are you going to have to have a permit to grow
A lot of
tomatoes?
people kind of like the fragrance, but other people don't, and a lot of people suffer from allergies, so a lot of these trees that create allergies, that's really affecting them. Are we going to outlaw those here pretty soon?
If your dog's barking too loud and he's bothering your neighbor, are you going to go kill your dog? I mean, this is the same type of thing. If we start as an American society, which is based on the ideals of freedom, and if we start saying that you can't have this, you can't have that, you can't have that, instead of just recognizing everyone's differences,
Mm-hmm.
and bringing all their differences together and saying, okay, this is how you are, I accept you for that, all right? Then we truly will have a better society then. But the way it is now, there's just blatant discrimination in this town on sick and disabled people, and it's too much. I mean, these people have enough to worry about.
Well, all of
the
the people that are against that will soon be suffering from the types of things that is the best medicine for, and I hope that you all try it. Guys, we got to wrap it up, but from NorCalBeat.com, I thank you. Do you have any closing, anything to close with?
I'd like to say that if there are any patients out there who are interested in attending meetings, the NORML chapter holds meetings every first and third Monday of the month at 6 p.m. La Casa Cuevos in Anderson. Come out, stand up for your rights, and fight for them, or you will lose them.
All right. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you, sir.